Parenting is often described as a rewarding journey, full of joy and love. But what if that journey takes a dark turn? What if, instead of laughter, your child's room echoes with whispers from unseen entities? What if the safety of your home is shattered by an intruder lurking in the shadows? What if a simple childhood toy becomes something far more sinister? Today we bring you 3 chilling true parenting horror stories that will make you question the security of your own home. These are not just eerie tales. They are real accounts that parents have shared, terrifying experiences that prove sometimes the things that go bump in the night aren't just in our imagination. Brace yourself as we dive into 3 disturbing encounters that turned the beautiful experience of parenting into a nightmare. When Sarah and Jake welcomed their first child, Emily, into the world, they did everything to ensure her safety. A state-of-the-art baby monitor was installed in her nursery to keep an eye on her while she slept. The first few months were normal, but then something strange started happening. At night, Sarah would hear faint whispers coming from the monitor. At first, she thought it was picking up radio interference or a neighbor's baby monitor. But one night, as she was lying in bed, she heard something chilling. A deep, rasping voice whispered, "Don't worry, little one. Mommy and Daddy won't hear me." Her blood ran cold. Rushing to the nursery, she found Emily fast asleep, but the room felt ice cold. Jake dismissed it as a technical glitch, but Sarah couldn't shake the unease. The next night, she stayed up, watching the monitor. At exactly 3:14 a.m., a shadowy figure appeared next to Emily's crib. It stood still watching. Sarah screamed, and Jake bolted into the room. But there was nothing there. The whispers continued every night until they finally moved houses. But even in their new home, the baby monitor picked up strange sounds. Who or what was watching their child? As a single mother, Amanda did her best to provide for her 5-year-old daughter, Lily. But one night, she noticed something unsettling. Lily talking to someone in her room. "Who are you talking to, sweetie?" Amanda asked. "My friend. He tells me bedtime stories," Lily responded. At first, Amanda dismissed it as an imaginary friend, but then she started waking up in the middle of the night feeling watched. One night, she opened her eyes and saw a tall figure standing at the foot of her bed. She gasped, but as soon as she blinked, it was gone. Panicked, Amanda installed security, cameras. What she saw made her stomach churn. A man was inside their house, moving silently through the rooms. He had been entering through a hidden passage in the attic that connected to Lily's closet. Even worse, police found disturbing messages under Lily's bed written in red ink. They moved immediately, but Amanda still wakes up at night feeling like someone is watching her. When Olivia turned 6, she received a family heirloom, a delicate, Victorian doll passed down through generations. The doll, dressed in a lace gown, had glassy blue eyes that seemed too lifelike. Shortly after, Olivia's parents began hearing strange noises at night. It sounded like soft crying. Assuming it was their daughter, they would check on her. But she was always fast asleep. One night, they followed the sound and found the doll in Olivia's chair, its porcelain face streaked with what looked like tears. Terrified, Olivia's father locked the doll in the attic. But the crying continued. Olivia started talking in her sleep, speaking in a voice that wasn't hers. A paranormal expert later told them that the doll had a spirit attached to it, a child who had died tragically. Desperate to rid themselves of the entity, they buried the doll far from home. But even now, they sometimes wake up to the faint sound of a child sobbing. These stories remind us that sometimes the most terrifying horrors happen in our own homes. Whether it's an unseen entity watching over your baby, an intruder lurking in the shadows, or a haunted object with a dark past, parenting is not always the safe, happy journey we expect. So tonight, before you go to sleep, listen carefully. If you hear whispers through a baby monitor, find your child talking to someone unseen or notice a toy moving on its own. Remember, you might not be alone.